Hello guys, James here and welcome back to episode number 9 of my Road to Glory on FIFA Ultimate Team on the Nintendo Switch. As you can see in the background, just a few sold items as per usual, a load of those La Liga rares which I think are still available for the upgrade packs, and what I've done was I bought a load before the La Liga was released, and bought them all for sort of maximum 800, and then most of them was sort of 650, 700, and managed to sell basically all of them for 2,000, so made a good bit of profit on that. But we're picking up this episode where we left off in the last one, and our first game, 6th game, sorry, back in the Discord tournament against Flames. And this one's quite interesting because he's a guy that's new to FIFA on the Switch, or new this year anyway, on FIFA 20 like me, and he started I think a few days after me, so it's quite interesting to see that we've got quite good teams quite quickly, so it shows you it can be done, and makes a bit spicier the fact that we've sort of competing to see how good our teams can be before FIFA 21 comes out, obviously. But we start off the game quite early with Lucas Moura getting the goal. He equalises then with Ozil, and he actually comes back up the pitch with Ozil doing a good bit of work there, plays a 1-2 with Gabriel Jesus, and he takes a 2-1 lead in the 30th minute. So that was not ideal, but we keep plugging away, and all the time it's only 2-1. It's not too bad, but he does unfortunately take the 2-goal lead there with Jesus, playing a nice 1-2 with Musa Sissoko, who's a bit of a menace in the midfield. But we luckily go straight up the other end of the pitch and keep within touching distance and score that second goal of the game with Lucas Moura. Very nice finish into the top of the net. And not too long after that, now 62nd minute, we play the ball through with Wijnaldum to Leroy Sané. He goes quite close to keeper, but we manage to just sort of roll that under him to bring us back in level. And pretty much straight away again after that, only 67th minute now, Lucas running up the pitch, and we sort of faked it cut inside and then just stayed on the outside and smashed that in past his keeper. And a bit of a lucky goal here. We go into the box, take a shot, it gets deflected and cleared out, and falls to Wijnaldum, and just a nice bit of composed finishing in the box. And Wijnaldum again really turned up at the end of this game, and I don't quite know how we managed to go so far ahead, because the game definitely wasn't this comfortable, but definitely take it all day long, and we pick up a 6-3 victory. And quite confident going through now that we should be able to make it out of the group and into the knockout stages of the tournament, so that'll be amazing. But you can see we pick up 497 coins, not too shabby. And you can see we did deserve it, probably looking at the match stats, but it was definitely tougher than what they show. And I definitely felt like he could have scored a few more goals in that, so it was sort of touch and go whether we would get the win until we started getting those goals towards the end. But we played him back to back and went straight into our home game against him now, and you can see he's got the same team there. Very nice, some sort of high rated players and us there, with Patricio in goal. He's got Socrates in the back, and he does actually take the lead in this one. Gabriel Jesus did a nice bit of work, and we know we all get the luck going our favour and against us, but that was definitely against me in that one. Deflected off Davison Sanchez, I think, and into the back of the net. But we go up the other end of the pitch not too long after that. Lingard breaking through on his weaker left foot and smashes that past his Rui Patricio, and then sort of getting towards the end of the first half now. I believe, who's that? I think that might have been Kabamin. Plays the ball through, and we get a nice finish there. And then into the second half now, a late goal. We get a bit of a deflected shot. Lucky that it falls to Rashford, and a shot that you wouldn't always normally expect to go in, but it did. And we smash that past him and get the 3-1 lead, and take that win all day long. And that means we've now got a draw, 2 losses, 2 wins, and now another 2 wins, so we're doing fairly alright. And as you can see there, we definitely more deserve that one. We managed to shut him out quite well, although it was still, obviously we know he's always going to be a threat, but we managed to keep him quite quiet, and that was nice to do that. And then we're actually come up against his Switch name is Ninten Dude here, but he's actually called Pretty Fly if you know him from the Discord chat. And he's got another really nice team. Mertin's there, I think that's Mid Icon, the Kata, the Team of the Season, Clichy SBC, Team of the Season Bentancur from the Community Team of the Season. And yeah, just a really nice team overall, and some very high rated players in there. But we do end up taking the lead 15 minutes in. Ozil with a lovely shot on his strong left foot, sorry. And that's just another one of those, you find those angles and you learn where the good shots are taken from. And also here, Willian, lovely free kick right on the edge of the box, quite straight onto the goal. And that's just another one for free kicks. I sort of just hold up on the left analog, and that's all I do, just hold up on the left analog, aim it sort of slightly past where you want it to curl, and then just sort of 1.5 bars of power, I think that one was. And we get a third goal there. And Wijnaldum as well with another finish, quite nice off a corner. And his players all break out, and we just take that shot and it goes in off the post. A bit lucky, but not as lucky as this one with Lucas. We turn his defender, and that one actually got a deflection which took it in past the keeper off the underside of the bar. And yeah, as you can see, we started to run right a little bit in this one, but again, with the players that he's got, he was always a threat. And every time he got the ball, I was wary of that Mertens up front, and obviously Nakata's good on the ball, but we do come away with a 6-0 victory, so that was very nice indeed. And that meant we were really moving up in the table, and I believe there's still a couple of games to be played, so the final positions of the tournament of the group aren't set yet. But I don't think we can win it now, because Bertu, the guy with the Icon team, he's finished top of the table with 25, and we are second, I think, with 22. And this is our second game now against Pretty Fly, and again, amazing squad. Got even that was it, Europa League, Juan Jesus and the Inform Nkulu. Quite a few nice special players in there, but we do take the lead once again in the 15th minute, or no, more like 17th minute there with Delafeu. Nice bit of dribbling and powers into the box and drives that low finish in past his keeper. And then again, another one of these shots where if you start sort of learning doing that sort of parallel angle to the goal and taking that finesse shot into the far post, really does work well once you've got the technique down. And another one sort of similar there, angling our player, aiming at that far corner with Lingard, and just doing that finesse shot, and a lovely finish into the top bins. And that one ended 3-0, so not as many goals as the last game, but a nice win and quite comfortable, as you can see on the stats. So definitely nice to see that, and give us confidence going into our last game against Dmides again, who actually beat us, if you remember, in the first game we played against him. And yeah, so we were looking to avenge that. And one thing you will notice in this game, snowy pitches, man. Oh, so frustrating. I was tempted to sort of pause the game and ask him to see if he wanted to do it again and see if we didn't get a snowy pitch, because as you can see, I was wearing a white kit and it was not good. Like, my eyes were getting confused sometimes with it. But we do take the nice early lead there. Willian with the cross in to Lucas Moura, controls it in his chest and taps it in past his keeper. And yeah, those sort of crosses are a bit lethal in this, because there's not a lot of flight on the ball. They always just go sort of straight on the switch, which is a bit odd, but it worked out well for us there. But he goes up the other end of the pitch with Calvin Phillips and smashes that in. And he was a monster in the midfield for him, so because he's so quick, quite small, but just like a bulldog, gets everywhere. And yeah, very frustrating to play against. But we do get a second goal there, very similar sort of angle and a bit of a weird deflection in the box, but Lucas Moura tucks that in. And then our new signing, Bruno Fernandes, just inside the box, smashes out one past his keeper, and we take a 3-1 lead. So I was getting very happy here, but also nervous that I didn't want to let it slip, and I kept going. And we play the ball into Bruno Fernandes there. He just misses his slide tackle, and we capitalise on that with a nice left foot finesse into the top bins. So we go 4-1 into half time, and that was just that was a good confidence boost. But as we go into the second half, he picks the ball up. I was just, I don't know what I was doing, trying to dribble out there with Luke Shaw, but he picks the ball up, and that is his Marcus Alonso flashback card. Very nice card indeed. Picks it up, dribbles inside, and finishes that past our keeper. And yeah, definitely squeaky bum time here, because he equalised, or no, sorry, he got 4-3 back into it, 82nd minute with his Stoichkov icon. And yeah, these last 8 minutes, I must admit, I was making sure I was keeping possession a little bit, not too trampy, still going forward with the ball. But obviously, when you get that late in the game, you definitely don't want to be giving up possession, because you know that's when scripting, you think, if there is such thing as scripting, if you give the ball to your opponent, that's when it might happen. But yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. We, as you can see, he did have quite a few shots there, but we matched him for shots on target, and you can see I won one and lost one against Dmides. So a very good player, and definitely might end up seeing him later in the tournament if we manage to progress. But that is the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like if you're new, and yeah, get involved with my links down in the description to Twitter and Instagram. The link to the Discord so you can get involved in the next tournament is also in there, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.